And for more on the PDP convention scheduled to begin this weekend in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, I'm now joined by our correspondent on ground, Olutayo, famous call. Hello, Olutayo. Great to have you on the news tonight. I see you are at the venue, but I may be wrong. Tell our viewers exactly where you are and what's going on there.
Yeah, good evening. At present, I'm at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex. That's the venue for the much anticipated PDP elective national convention. And as you can see, work is ongoing. It has reached about 80%, and this signals that there is no going back on this convention. You can see people here standing just behind me. Work is ongoing. They are strategizing, they are finalizing plans to ensure that this process, this all-important process, which might make or mar Nigeria's main opposition party, does not fail. Earlier in the day, leaders of the People's Democratic Party, not just in Oyo State, but across the country, paid an inspection tour of this sports facility to ensure that plans are going on as scheduled. And as you can see, there appears to be no going back, as this elective convention is going to take place on Saturday and Sunday.
Listen, Olutayo, that leaders of the party had been there earlier, but as you know, there have been factional crises within the party. There are those who insist that this convention will not hold. Have you seen any signs of any likely disruptions, or those who are opposing to this convention on the ground in Oyo State?
Well, the situation remains fluid as factions within the party continues to dig in their heels. The outcome of this convention and the way they navigate through this internal storm will determine the future and the success of the People's Democratic Party. The Damagun-led faction, which is backed by by state governors, as the PDP Governors Forum, is backed by their board of trustees, and other members are insisting that the convention must go on as planned. The faction backed by the FCT minister and led by former Governor Sule Lamido is saying that they must obey, other factions must obey the ruling of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which says that they should step down on all plans to go ahead with this convention. And Oyo State High Court has also gave a ruling that they can go ahead with this convention, and tomorrow, Friday, there will be further hearing on this case, whether or not the convention will hold. But I spoke with some leaders of the PDP who confided in me, and they told me categorically that the governor of Oyo State, who is pushing for this convention, is not going back on this on the plans put in place. And as you can see, like I rightly said, there seems to be no going back. And I can tell you that from what I see on ground, this convention is going to hold in the ancient city of Ibadan. Whether any faction likes it, according to those I spoke with or not, they are going ahead with this convention, and they hope that they will be able to navigate their internal crisis and ensure that even those that are aggrieved, maybe after the convention, can come back and even as well as pacify aggrieved minds. But from what I see on ground here at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex, there's no going back.
Well, thank you very much, Olutayo. Before I let you go, let me just ask you, I mean, you have rightly said that the situation is fluid, and that's the best way to describe it. What is security like on ground? I mean, the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, is the governor of the PDP, and I mean, is holding it in his state. But what is security like? Are the security forces playing any role in all of this that is playing out? Is the tension heightened?
Well, everywhere at present, everywhere seems cool and calm. But outside the sports complex, we have about 3 trucks of 3 armored personnel carrier, I beg your pardon, stationed at strategic points. And this is just days to the convention. This is what this tells or explains what you should expect on convention day. What they are trying to tell you is that security is expected to be bottle tight. And although everywhere is calm, but outside the sports complex and even within, if you look around me to my left here, you see private guards stationed around to ensure that nobody disrupts the preparation for this convention. So what we foresee is that security for this convention is going to be bottle tight.
Very much. Once again, Olutayo Famous Cole is a Rise News correspondent in Ibadan or your state. Stay safe and keep us up to date. The convention is scheduled for this weekend, 15th and 16th. Thank you.